Tariq Armstrong and Dan Clark. Just about to get underway. Very full arena. Was a sellout on the books. Daniel Thompson gets the touch, but it's picked up by McKnight. Now it's interesting, Martavius McKnight has been wearing number 0 most games. He now has got number 18 on. And he's put the ball into Dan Clark, who's faced by Vincent. Turnaround jump shot from Dan Clark. Well, he's made a career out of that one, really. And down it goes, and Manchester are on the board first.
Yeah, he certainly used all of his 6'11" there to make it difficult for Vincent to guard him.
Nice pass in there by Pearson Jr. to Johnson Thompson. He's got nowhere to go. It's going to go back to Corey Johnson. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Corey Johnson trying to find some space. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Really good stuff.
Wow, turnaround jump shots, the order of the night now. First two baskets being come from players who've done a simple turnaround jump shot.
That was a really tough one as well. Here's Clark, nice spin, a lovely pass into Jamal Anderson, who beats Johnson Thompson to the ball and lays it in for 2 points.
It was an excellent pass, but this is another thing about that excellent pass. It was a great back cut from Jamal Anderson.
Here's Vincent from Newcastle into Pearson Jr. He goes attacks the basket, doesn't make it, but gets his own rebound. Back out to Yabantu for 3. Oh, in and out. And picked up by Josh Steele. Here's Clark. McKnight in for 2. Doesn't make it. Johnson Thompson takes the rebound. Temba Yabantu running the point for the Eagles. Second game in a row. Coming back off a knee injury. He's been out for 3 weeks with that knee injury. He's come back and he's having to start. Oh, nice play by Johnson Thompson, but he can't make the shot. Yabantu goes for the rebound with Armstrong and knocks the ball dead. Manchester ball end line.
Well, it's one example as well of the way the whole Eagles strategy can work, because normally at this weekend, Temba Yabantu and Jack Marsden would have been on the road with the nursery team going down to play Solent Kestrels. So it's good that you can switch these players around like this when you've got the nursery situation. And Temba, by the way, has been playing really well for Team Newcastle.
Let's make some noise.
Nice play by Yabantu. Nice jump from me. Great offensive rebound by Terrell Vincent. He puts it back in for 2. Takes it to 6-4 because McKnight had scored at the other end. Here's Clark. McKnight. Anderson fakes the 3 and drives in, doesn't make it. Corey Johnson comes away with the rebound. Johnson, as I say, captain of the Eagles tonight. Here's Vincent driving in. That's a lovely pass to Johnson Thompson, and as he went to go up, he was fouled by Tariq Armstrong.
I think, without wanting to put too much pressure on him, of all the players, probably Daniel Johnson Thompson is the one we would like to really see step up tonight. I mean, decent career at Worcester last year, and obviously with the Worcester not being in the league this year, has taken the opportunity to come and play for the Eagles.
He had 11 rebounds on Sunday at Glasgow. Didn't score any points, but he had 11 rebounds. He played 36 minutes, and he played 36 minutes on Friday at Sheffield, and he's only been averaging 4 minutes. Yeah. So it just, it has given them that chance to show what he's about. Yeah. Makes the first, misses the second. Eagles trail by 1, 6-5.
And it's a chance as well for people to see a young player born in England many years ago, but for the last, God knows, 20 odd years has been in Spain. As an academy, and then 16 years in some of the best leagues in the world. Last year he played for Real Madrid.
Yeah, Dan Clark we're talking about, and GB captain as well. But meanwhile, another GB player, Jamal Anderson, knocks down the 3. Yabantu. Not a lot there for him. Ball's turned over. Dan Clark at the steal. Armstrong drives at the basket, flicks it back out to Jamal Anderson. That's going to be a foul by Terrell Vincent. Shooting foul. Jamal Anderson will go to the line for 2.
Personally, I'm pretty disappointed with that call. I thought that was a great block. Yeah, players are going to play tough. He really went for the ball. He hit nothing else but the ball. He's unlucky that the other player, Jamal Anderson's, on the line for an easy 2.
Makes the first.
Let's see some more arms waving for your Eagles. Loud and proud, make some noise.
Makes the second. Manchester 6-point lead already, 11-5.
Interesting move, isn't it, Jeff, for Jamal Anderson, because whenever you think of Jamal, you think of a Leicester rider.
Yeah. Now, I think a lot of people have kind of like wondered why he's gone to Manchester, and it's not just about the playing thing, is it? Though,
no, it's more. It's coming to do with the fact he might be now married to the local girl.
Yeah, Georgia Jones, Manchester Mystics.
And of course, his teammate's his brother-in-law.
That's right, yeah. Dan Clark taking the break, not surprised really. Dan Clark missed the last 3 games for Manchester. So here's a break after 4 minutes, and Francois Lewis has come on. Vincent, who was fouled, makes the first free throw. He makes the second as well, rock solid from the line. Cuts the gap to 4. Steele, McKnight, Armstrong to Steele. Well, I could have told Armstrong that Steele wasn't looking there. And then fast break by the Eagles, and Pearson puts it in for 2, and they're back to within 2. Armstrong looked at Steele all the way there, Dave, but Steele wasn't looking at the ball at all. Armstrong flicks it out. McKnight.
No, it was good that the Eagles could cash in though, and it was a pretty easy 2 for Pearson.
Armstrong drives in again, he tries to float out, just gets there, hits the front, hits the back, and drops down for 2. 13-9, 5:29 to go in the first quarter. Ivanto brings it up, here's Vincent against Lewis. Tries to turn, shot is short, picked up by McKnight. Back to Steele, back to McKnight. There's the step back from McKnight, that's his trademark, doesn't make it this time though. Nice move by Corey Johnson, but a great block by Josh Steele, and a long pass from Armstrong. Finds the break in McKnight and in for 2. Nice play all round by Manchester. Good defence, good fast break basketball. Here's Vincent. The Eagles try to respond. Pearson Jr. tried to get Johnson Thompson. Picked up again by Manchester, who are playing some tough defence at the minute. Nice behind the back pass from Armstrong. But Jamal Anderson misses the 3. Pearson Jr. We were saying before the game, Dave, that this is a Manchester side that would be hard to beat even if you're at full strength.
Definitely, I mean, as I said in the pre-game, it does look on paper, and pretty much now I've seen them, it does look strong. I think obviously they'll need a fully fit Dan Clark to really fulfil all of the potential, but useful looking team so far, what we've seen so far.
Shooting foul on Wes Pearson Jr. as he went up to shoot the 3. Josh Steele just caught him on the arm. Substitutions for Manchester. Gino Artisan and Jack Hudson on. Jamal Anderson and Tyreek Armstrong taking the break. Pearson makes the first one. First of 3. Second of 3. 3 of 3 from Wesley Pearson Jr. Nice basketball again from Manchester. Artisan and Lewis, the 2 substitutes, combining lovely. Artisan, great pass, and Lewis puts it away for 2. Ubantu finds Johnson. Johnson guarded by Steele. Artisan comes out to take him on. Vincent for 3. Knocks it down. So Vincent off to a quick start. Eagles back to within 2. It's 17-15. Hudson, McKnight, there's Steele. Back out to Artisan, thought about the 3, decided against it.
I think that was a good decision because really good closing down by Daniel Johnson-Thompson.
Oh, and right at 2 seconds left, Jack Hudson gets free and knocks down the 3. Corey Johnson in low to Vincent, tries to turn but he loses the board. Hudson leads the fast break, goes coast to coast and lays it in for 2. Intelligent play by Jack Hudson, and that's a 20 point to 15, and Coach McLeod decides he's going to have 22-15 in fact, with 3:02 to go, decides he's going to have a timeout.
Well, when Vincent knocked that 3-pointer down, I thought that the Eagles score was about a good reflection on what we've seen. I think the Eagles have made a reasonable start. Quite pleased with the way they're picking out the stronger players who are capable of putting the points in. But they've had a few lapses in defence, principally on transition. But there's one thing they've got to be aware of, Jeff. They've got to be aware of this high-low play that these 2 bigger players from Manchester have come on. And they're concentrating too much on the play with the ball, and they're too much ball watching, which allowed him to get that easy hoop.
So we have an early timeout, or 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, sorry. We've got Jack Hudson with 5 points, Matt Knight with 6 points, Jamal Anderson with 5 points for Manchester, and for the Eagles 5 points each from Wes Person Jr. and Terrell Vincent. Pretty fast paced, I think, the game as well, Dave.
Yeah, what's interesting is you just mentioned Jack Hudson there with 5 points. He grew up locally, but not with the Manchester team, he's with the big rivals, Liverpool. Think about that in football terms.
He works in Liverpool as well. He's a lawyer these days, Jack, and a good friend of mine actually. Played against my son a lot. I remember he was about 5'0" when he played. He was always a good player, and now that he's shot up, he played the BBL for the last 4 years, so done really well for himself. Very intelligent young man. Yes, Corey Johnson, another intelligent young man, a Harvard graduate. Johnson-Thompson is stripped by Josh Steele. Artisan goes to the basket, but that's going to be a charging foul. Good defensive play by Corey Johnson. I think the thing about Corey Johnson, we were talking about it before the game, until last weekend he just hadn't got his offense going at all, had he? But his defensive play is smart, but then all of a sudden he just exploded, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, we could spend a long time talking about the great finish to last season and the disappointing start to this season, but its circumstances have been very difficult for them, haven't they, with the visas, late arrivals, now the COVID, now the injury, and of course, key play. I mean, it's not just about Fletcher, Defoe and Shelton. There's Louis Sayers not playing tonight either.
Absolutely. Nice 2-point floater from Johnson, cuts it to 5. Yes, Hudson again. Finds Artisan.
Great defense from the Eagles.
Yeah, really good defense. And Terrell Vincent cleans up on the boards.
Really showing the art there of closed down with a lot of aggression and really challenged the shot.
Preston Jr. gives it to Vincent. Finds his captain, Johnson. Preston Jr. nice first step. Nowhere to go though. Johnson has to take the long free ball, which hits the front of the rim. Hudson takes an easy rebound. I think we're going to see first Eagles substitution of the night any second now. There's Mac Knight. He looks a lively player, this Mac Knight. Nice little shimmy, and in it goes for 2. He's up to 8 personal. Denver Yabanto fouled by Jack Hudson. Wasn't going to go to the basket though, so should be unless they're in the penalty.
His intention was clearly to get to the basket. It was a good first step, and he got the head and shoulders, but great recovery from the defensive player.
Well, the Giants as Kande flies in for your Eagles with 119.
I do find it strange when substitutions are called by the referee saying, no, you have to wait until I tell you it can come on. And it's Will Saunders, ex-Eagle. Half a season with the Eagles, picked up the BBL trophy up in Glasgow in an Eagles vest. Ubandu makes the first from the line. Tyrick Armstrong on as well. Jack Hudson taking a seat. Gino Artisan taking a seat. Ubandu misses a second. Easy, nobody contesting the rebound. Lewis takes it. 1:10 to go. 24-18 Manchester. Sobe Kande on for the Eagles for the first time. There's McKnight again off the roll and in for three. He's up to 11 points personal as Manchester scored 27 so far in the first quarter. Ubandu driving to the basket. That's a really great move by Temba Ubandu. Cuts it to 7. Emphasising what Dave said before of how much he's improved this end. He's been playing really well for new team Newcastle. And there's a great stop by Ubandu at the other end. Yes, that's one of the bonuses and that Eagles have got to take when you see Ubandu playing like that.
Well, that was just a great example of good Eagles defence because everybody off the ball was in the correct position.
Foul on 2 Black, that's West Person Jr. Eagles not in the penalty, so I think it'll be an end line ball. Wes Saunders missed his shot and Francois Lewis got up for the rebound, but it was held by Person Jr. and he couldn't make the layup. Armstrong, quick release by Jordan Whelan, who's on for Josh Steele, makes the 2. Ubandu to Johnson. Eagles conceded 30 in the first quarter. 10 points the difference. Where's Person? Steps back, puts the 3 ball up, and it's an air ball. Ubandu saves it, but he gives it straight to Armstrong. Armstrong gives it to Saunders, but Saunders can't gather it in. Can't get a shot off. And that ends the first quarter with Manchester in the ascendancy by 30 to 20.
Yeah, they're in the ascendance and you do expect them to be, but I think there's been some decent things. I mean, you highlighted there Themba Ubandu. You know, this young man's been with the squad now for what, 3-4 seasons, and most of the time we've seen him sitting on.
Junior, Kande, Johnson and Vincent. I would imagine if their legs allow them to, Person Jr. and Corey Johnson won't see much of the bench tonight.
Well, do them good, it'd be good for them as well. I thought Pearson showed a lot of promise without necessarily delivering in the early games, but obviously his performance against the Rocks was a much better performance and probably one can expect more of.
Nice play by Person Jr. and he finds Kande in the corner and Kande almost got the 3 away. Hustle by Jordan Whelan against Vincent, took the ball off him. Manchester off and running. Dan Clark just muscling his way through. Didn't need to though. Armstrong released the 3 and in it went. It's a foul by Dan Clark. I acknowledged as soon as the whistle went.
I'm not sure what he's been out with injury, but he does look a little bit having a little bit of difficulty with easy movement.
To be honest, Dave, I didn't even realise he'd missed 3 games until Tuesday when I realised he wasn't playing against Sheffield, and then when I looked back I thought he's missed 3 games. He was actually suited up on Tuesday but didn't take any part at all in the game. Here's Wes Person Jr. all the way to the basket. Lovely play by Person Jr. Kind of thought he was fouled as well, but nothing called. Armstrong brings it back up to reply. Eagles 11 down. Dan Clark, you cannot leave Dan Clark open for 3 points, as he shows time and time again.
Well, I think I can extend that. You can't leave any of these giants open at the moment. They're all, I'd say they're shooting particularly well. Oh, what a great hesitation move from Themba.
Person Jr. against Whelan. Turns, spins, good hands by Will Saunders, knocks the ball away. He attacks at the other end, and that's a charge and foul. Corey Johnson takes his 2nd charge of the game on Saunders. A little bit of a silly bit of play, I would have thought.
Well, I don't understand that play at all. And you know, all these players must watch games at all sorts of levels. You're one-on-one like that, you've got to use your footwork. And your footwork doesn't include in trying to run straight through somebody. Go at speed, use your Euro step. Very, very difficult to defend people in a one-on-one like that. That was just too easy.
Also, I thought he had at least one player free we could have passed to as well. So here's your Bantu. Johnson does well to come off the screen there and steal. And that's going to be a second foul. Oh! Second foul on Dan Clark. He didn't agree with it. He waved his finger at the referee, and the referee had no hesitation in teeing him up straight away. So that's 3 fouls for Dan Clark. And I should imagine he'll be going to take a seat, although Lloyd Gordon at the moment almost folded, looking across.
Well, while he's on the court, let's hope he's going to be polite as he approaches the official there again for the second time, because otherwise he'll be on 4. I mean, I think there's such a thing, isn't there, as, sort of maybe a little bit of a warning.
So the free throw for the technical is made by Corey Johnson. Dan Clark staying out there on 3 fouls.
Don't think that'll
happen.
He's
got 4 fouls on the board. I'm sure it's only 3. No, I had it confirmed. It is 4 fouls.
Yeah, because he went off early, didn't he, with 2 fouls?
Yeah, lots of foul travel.
There's something clicking in at the moment, Jeff, I'm not comfortable with, and that is this. Some of the Eagles players are trying to do a little bit too much on their own. It's almost starting to look like 1-on-5, and that's not going to work against this Giants team. Get some ball movement, set some good picks, make some back cuts to basket. That's a great move.
Yeah, that's a real veteran, top-class move that by Dan Clark. I guess if anybody can play on 4 fouls, it would be Dan Clark. All the experience, international experience he's got. Nice play by Johnson to Person. The foul this time's on Wes Saunders. Manchester picking up fouls for fun.
Well, it's possible, isn't it, if you're Lloyd Gardner, that you're looking at the score and you're thinking, I'm 15 up and I've only played, 13 minutes. Eagles are very short-handed. I can afford, to let people get into foul trouble. I've got plenty on the bench.
Person Jr. good again from the line.
The other thing, of course, is Coach McLeod has been missing as well, hasn't he? With
and Jack Burgess as well.
Yeah, and Jack Burgess. And not only that, you can't, just because of this situation, you can't go trying to change the whole system you run just for the fact that for 1 game or whatever, or 2 games, you're going to be without these players. They've got to try and adapt to what the Eagles are used to. And he's breaking down just a little bit with some of the senior players trying a little bit too hard with their own efforts.
Bantu takes the foul on Armstrong, who gets the continuation, lays it in for 2, and will go to the line for an extra shot.
Loud and proud, let's make some noise.
Vincent inbounds it after Armstrong makes the and 1 play. Johnson, Thompson, and Vincent. Back to Person Jr. Just looks as if he's got good ball handling skills, Person Jr. Here's Corey Johnson for 3. That one's in and out. Rebound taken by Kingsley Busu. Busu off the glass for 2. So all the Giants getting the runs early as well. The only one not is Callum Jones. Person Jr. 3 short. Rebound taken by Jamal Anderson. Josh Steele. Busu. Back to Armstrong. Back to Steele. Steele for 3. That one's off. Corey Johnson takes the rebound. All of Manchester's starting 5 are all averaging in double figures. The pass by Johnson just a little bit behind Person Jr. and he unfortunately just took the ball out of play. Time where Bantu comes out, Sauve Kanye comes on.
I think what you would expect to see now is Wes Pearson taking responsibility for being the quarterback, as it were, point guard in basketball terms, setting up and trying to run things. And he can still be a scorer, make you pass, make your moves off the ball. Rest of the team got to help him to get open.
Good pass by Saunders. Hudson twists and turns and he's fouled. That foul might be on Person. No, it's not. It's on Kande. Solver Kande.
That 16 go loud and proud, and let's make some noise.
Jack Hudson to the line to shoot 2. This is the first.
Oh yeah.
Didn't used to miss him as a junior.
Again, louder and prouder, make some noise.
I remember him, didn't he grow up in the second
That's
setup?
the second
Yeah.
Stars, yeah, with Phil Glockley.
Yeah.
The second, Corey Johnson brings the ball up. Vincent to Kande. Nice pass by Kande into Vincent. That was a lovely pass by Sorbet Kande and a good finish by Terrell Vincent.
Good two-man game there.
Hudson gets it to steal. Mugusu.
Good decision making by Kande.
Oh, nice play by Josh Steele. Little extra pass from Will Saunders. That would have been a really nice basket, but Jamal Anderson's 3-point shot is short.
Don't blame Saunders for making that pass because Anderson was extra wide open and he is capable of knocking down the 3.
Person Jr. Back out to Vincent. Down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kande's going to have to put it up. Drives in against the big man but can't make it. Jamal Anderson comes away with the ball. Where's Will Saunders? Where's Saunders? Just thinking about your quarterback analogy, Pops, because we're in England, it should be a midfield schema.
Midfield general.
Midfield general.
Man who can put his foot on the ball. No.
Saunders' 3-point shot was off, and Eagles ball at the end line.
After early promise to me, Jeff, in the terms of the Eagles' offense, and I realise the difficult circumstances they're in is everybody who's getting the ball is trying to set things up off the dribble.
I've got 3 scorers out there in Vincent, Person and Johnson. Could do with Johnson, Thompson and picking some of it up. Corey Johnson for 3, step back 3. Knocks it down, 14 points the gap now.
Was a nice finish, but just an analogy there. 4 of those 5 things were off the dribble. Only 1 pass in it.
Anderson into Mugusu. Mugusu. Travel, yeah, I thought so as well. Good call.
So this must be an interesting scenario for the Manchester situation. You've got a young man here who grew up in the Manchester Magic programme and transferring over to the Giants.
Yeah, he's got a couple of others. I think didn't Jordan Whelan came through the Manchester Magic programme as well?
Not sure.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure he did. I can remember playing against him, or not me personally playing against him, when we won the junior sides. Person Junior, shot clock down to 5. Can't make it, tries to force it. Manchester tidy it up with Artisan. McKnight into Artisan. Off the glass, left-handed for 2. And Coach McLeod decides with 4:05 to go in the half and down by 46-30, he'll have a second timeout. Quick look through the scoring charts. For the Eagles, Wes Person Jr. has 9 points. Corey Johnson 8 points. Terrell Vincent 7 points. Just emphasising the point I said about 3 scorers. The other 2 with points is Yabantu with 3 and Johnson Thompson with 3. And they really need somebody else to pick up a little bit of the slack there. For Manchester, McKnight leads all scorers in the game with 11 points. Armstrong has now 8 points and 6 assists. Dan Clark with 7 points. Jack Hudson with 6.
Yeah, I think strength in depth starting to show now. You think about that last basket there. They're bringing a 6'9" guy who's played Division 1 in the States in Gino Artisan off the floor, and he ended up with a complete mismatch under the basket because of their good ball movement. They're just probably a little bit too much in depth for the Eagles at the moment.
The only one of the starting 5 that hasn't got going at the moment for Manchester is Josh Steele, but he's only taken the 1 shot. Callum Jones is the only man who hasn't seen any court time. Interesting one with Callum Jones, I think, because he saw very little court time in Sheffield last year as well.
I was surprised with that move to Sheffield, particularly as I know his background and where he works and all the rest of it. But at the end of the day, you know, it's good to see that he's still hungry to want to play the game at this level.
He's 34, I think he is now, isn't he? He's well into his 30s, you know. Johnson Thompson playing point. To Vincent. Person Jr. steps back. Hasn't got a lot on. Johnson Thompson's the one. Nice move by Johnson Thompson. Left-handed hook shot is just short though. Lewis picks up the rebound. Artisan. Hudson. Hudson gets on the corner, goes all the way to the basket, spins it up, but it doesn't go in. Corey Johnson takes the rebound. Candy's going to go all out. Well, I thought he was going to go all the way to the basket, but he didn't. And that's an offensive foul by Johnson Thompson.
It's a learning experience for all these young players. I'm sure that Candy, if he had that opportunity again, or when he watches this, he'll realise he should have gone for the layup.
Nice pass, though, wasn't it?
It was a great pass out. Yeah, it was a great pass out.
But yeah, I think maybe he's a little bit more experienced, a few more minutes, and he would have gone to the basket. Yes, Hudson. McKnight steps in, out to Artisan. He misses the three. Vincent takes the rebound. Corey Johnson comes away with it quickly. Johnson Thompson wanted it, but he decided not to give him it. Vincent Person Jr. waving Candy through, trying to create some space. Just gets some space, and Artisan takes the foul. A little bit annoyed with himself. Person Jr. to the line for two. 2:57 to go, 46-30 to Manchester. Person Jr. makes the first. And the second. Person Jr. 7 of 7 from the line. Nice defense by Candy on Hudson, but Manchester get the ball over. McKnight. Nice pass inside to Lewis, and a lovely finish by Lewis. Back to the basket and over his shoulder, in it goes. Great finish. Person Jr. Johnson. Artisan comes out. Johnson, great steal by Hudson, but Johnson steals it back. Person Jr. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Floater doesn't go. Lewis takes the rebound. Hudson was looking for Artisan, but he wasn't there. Lewis, he finds Anderson in the corner. Anderson comes off, and that's going to be a foul by Johnson Thompson, I think. Yep. Push called. Levanto comes back on. Johnson Thompson takes a seat. That was his second foul. Coach McLeod not wanting to pick up a third before the half. 2:06 to go in the half. So 16 points the gap. Here's Armstrong for Manchester. Back out to Anderson. Anderson, great drive to the basket and lays it in for two. Determined drive that was. The Manchester looking very slick, very sharp. Lead by 18. Ubantu. Nice pass to Candy. Even better pass from Candy to Vincent. But Vincent can't finish it, though he gets his own rebound and finishes the second time. So Vincent up to 9 points personal. Armstrong drives. Back out to McKnight. McKnight up for two and in for two.
This guy can stroke a ball.
Looks very smooth, very smooth indeed. Ubantu at the other end. Long floater off the glass, doesn't make it. And it's McKnight who's up for the rebound. Lovely pass to Armstrong. Armstrong finds him back in the corner. McKnight over to Artisan, but a great steal by Corey Johnson.
Good help defence from Corey Johnson.
He finds Ubantu, lovely pass by Ubantu. Pearson flying in, lays it in for 2. Inside the last minute, Manchester leading 52-36. I'm going to run the clock down. Still quite a bit of difference between shot clock and game clock. Armstrong. Well, Jamal Anderson knocks down a 3. That's something we've grown accustomed to seeing over the years. Jamal Anderson for a corner 3. Not quite sure what Terrell Vincent's signalling there.
Well, I think he was signalling that you don't help out at this on the strong side of the floor on a drive like that. You help out on the weak side, because there's only going to be one outcome, isn't there? If he drives and the strong side helps out.
Vincent couldn't finish the half for the Eagles, who trail at the break by 55-36, and to be fair, Manchester took real control in that second quarter.
The depth starting to take its effect. Been some nice wide open looks. Been some good things for the Eagles though. They've had some good transition. I just think they need to move the ball a lot more in offence to make it easier for the scorers to get better looks.
Manchester that get us underway. Clark, lovely pass inside to Armstrong, and Armstrong lays it in for 2. Manchester off and running. What a great pass from Dan Clark as well. Great cut as well from Armstrong, and lays it in with his left hand. And at the other end it's Ubantu. Johnson Thompson. Pearson Jr. Nice little pass inside to Terrell Vincent, who manages to make the shot off the glass. I think it actually went in off Jamal Anderson's hand, but
well, it was a tough hoop to make, but he switched hands as he made the pass, which enabled him to convert it.
Jamal Anderson misses the 3. Corey Johnson takes a big rebound. Little pass to Ubantu, but it was behind him. Johnson explaining.
That was just an example there, Jeff, of the advantage Manchester are taking of some of the Eagles' mistakes in defence. That was pick and roll defence with no help at all in terms of anybody picking up the guy who took the hand off.
And the point you were making to me at half time about Eagles not playing any help defence, that's one of the things which McLeod prides himself on, and obviously with this lineup it's difficult.
Of course it's difficult.
Yeah. Well, there's some good defence there by Corey Johnson. Comes away with the ball.
But these are the things you've got to look to as a coach, trying to help the players to improve on during the game.
Johnson Thompson, Pearson Jr. Vincent gives the back to Pearson Jr. He drives to the basket. Johnson Thompson for 3. That one's off. Steele takes the rebound, long rebound. McKnight at the other end drives hard to the basket and lays it in. This guy really looks impressive to me, Dave.
There's quite a few players in quite a few teams this year, Jeff, who have been impressive in terms of BBL standings, and a lot of them are at the guard positions.
Johnson trying to reply for the Eagles, who are now down by 21 points. Pearson Jr. Ubantu for 3 from the corner. That one's off, and Jamal Anderson takes the rebound. And this is a problem. Armstrong's already at the other end. Goes coast to coast and lays it in for 2. Eagles just not recovering at all. The other thing Manchester are doing is they're doing a really good job on Pearson Jr. and Johnson, not allowing them to get easy shots at all. Long pass from Armstrong, across the key into Johnson, reverse from Steele. That was just lovely basketball all round. And Coach McLeod decides that's enough, I've seen enough. Let's have a timeout as the lead is stretched to 25, 63-38. Now, whilst I would say the Giants are impressive, the Eagles just look as if they've lost their way now.
Well, you know, we've acknowledged the difficult situation that they're in. They've just got to look at this and try and figure out a way to play the offense differently. There's too much of holding the ball. We need that ball moving, humming around with some really hard cuts. I haven't seen really one hard cut to the basket from the Eagles this quarter. I think if we had hard cuts to the basket, they've got to be guarded, and then multi-cutting off the ball to give these shooters who we know can knock them down easier looks.
Just having a quick look at the other scores in the other games, and It could even be academic. I mean, obviously, I can't see the Eagles come back from 25 down, but Cheshire actually leaded Glasgow by 7 points into the third quarter there, 51-44, and humdinger of a game going on down there in Leicester. Leicester lead the London Lions by 32-28 with 4:31 left in the first half. Ubantu brings the ball over halfway for the Eagles. Johnson faced by Steele. Johnson Thompson comes out, makes a good screen. He's going to go at the basket against Dan Clark, and he beats Dan Clark and gets the ball in and over the top. Nice basket by Johnson Thompson.
Yeah, much better spacing out by the Eagles there, which created that driving lane for Johnson Thompson.
Clark hands off to Armstrong. Armstrong no look pass to McKnight. McKnight for 3 strokes at home.
Well, you better know where McKnight is if you're guarding him and he doesn't have the ball, and you've got to close him down really. It's a good pass, isn't it? A pass into a post to seal his man, but you've got to throw it where it bounces up into his chest, not hit his feet.
Yeah, it was sort of knees to feet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jones to Saunders. Saunders to Nogusu. Saunders launches the 3 and makes the 3. That takes the lead over to 30 points, 31 points. Person Jr. almost loses the handle. Terrell Vincent back to Person Jr. Ubantu for 3, lets it go. One short. Mugwasu takes the rebound. Jones, Artisan, Whelan. Mugwasu, Whelan again. Then darting inside. Trying to pass to Jones, but it wasn't a good pass.
Yeah, he just misread Callum Jones's back cut. Would have been a great pass if it had come off, but Callum had made the back cut probably a little bit too early.
West Person for 3. That's off. Artisan gets the rebound to Jones. Not sure we're going to see much of the starters for Manchester now. Wusu muscling on Vincent, and that's a foul by Terrell Vincent.
So we've concentrated a bit on the bottom tonight, haven't we, Jeff? But in terms of where things stand at the moment, with what, 1-2 games to go max, who's likely to head this group?
Well, depending on the score at Glasgow, I mean, Glasgow after 3 periods are down by 2. If Cheshire were to win that one, Manchester win this one, Manchester probably going to win the group.
Okay.
Wusu makes the first. Yeah, it would move Manchester to I think it's 6-2 they'd finish with. I'm not sure anybody can equal or better that. Wusu makes them both.
What we do know is it's highly unlikely that this score is going to change in terms of a win-loss, and obviously it's disappointing, isn't it, when the team that holds the trophy is not able to defend it, doesn't go to the next round.
There's Person Jr. Vincent. Ubantu tries better. Oh, lovely pass. Oh, but Jones using all his experience to come up with a steal. Nice little pass. And wow. Well, what happened there was Artisan went for the spectacular dunk, bounced it off the back ring, and it gave Terrell Vincent an easy 2-point layup at the other end, which he missed. And then meanwhile another 3-point shot.
Typical of what happens, they come down the floor and take advantage of it and hit a wide open 3.
Baxter Jones tries a 3 for the Eagles. That one's off the rim as well. It's going to be a long 6 minutes 50 seconds I think for the Eagles this. I think he did. Yeah. Timeout called by, is it timeout or sub? No, substitution. Sebastian Sloan comes on for Chris Baxter Jones, and Corey Johnson's back on for Temba Ubantu. That gives Seb Sloan his first minutes as an Eagle.
If you have program number 279, that's program 279. If you can make your way down.
Nice pass by Nagusu.
Just behind the officials' table, that's program number 279.
Jack Hudson drives to the basket, pass from Josh Steele.
That's once again program number 279 wins the Eagles side basketball.
Sloan.
We say a happy 8th birthday
Marsden.
to Flynn Dixon, celebrating his birthday
Johnson.
this evening with your Newcastle
Johnson
Eagles.
goes for the deep three, makes the deep three. Corey Johnson. His numbers have certainly gone up in the last 3 games he's had the battle. Jack Hudson now on running the point. Wusu, Artisan, Saunders and Steele. Artisan thought about switch through, didn't. Pass is not good. Jack Hudson, quick look at the clock, realises it's on 5, fires up the 3, doesn't make it. Corey Johnson takes a rebound. Will Saunders thought it was a little bit illegal. Corey Johnson said throw went for the 3, but Artisan flies out and blocks the shot. Jack Marsden comes out, Johnson Thompson back in. 5:25 to go. Eagles down 61-96. Great game going on up in Glasgow. It's 75-all with 8 minutes to go in the final quarter. Terrell Vincent for 3, that's too long. Sloan can't get near the rebound. Hudson brings it away.
The young lady sitting next to me making all the noise with the music.
Saunders
Next Thursday.
misses the 3. Johnson Thompson takes the rebound. 5 minutes to go. Corey Johnson. I gather what we've got is a snooker table in the middle of the picture. Well, there's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. We just have to keep going with the commentary. Try to sort it out. Nothing we can do here. I think we're back now, more or less. Here's Johnson Thompson. Goes strong off the backboard, can't make it. Hudson takes a rebound, outlet pass to Steele. Back to Hudson. Manchester doing basically whatever they want to do here. Josh Steele gets it in to Artisan. Artisan thought he was fouled by Sloan, but good defensive work by the youngster. I'm sure these youngsters will not mind the score.
No, they'll all benefit from the experience. That was good defence.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? You know, they'll be out there playing as hard as they can and enjoying the experience. And it's something, if they never get another game, they've always say they played one.
Oh, but I think we've got to use this just to step outside of this little game a little bit and think about the Manchester team that we see in here. One of the things I said before the game, this is probably the strongest Giants team for some time, and I'm starting to think that was a pretty accurate assessment of the situation. This team's got a lot of good movement without the ball, which is a great thing for any team. But there's one thing I think about this Manchester team. There's a lot of players on here you can't leave wide open on the perimeter.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got 3 guys shooting over 40%. And one from 3-point range, one of them being Dan Clark, who's over 50%.
Yeah. Well, the bigs can't be left open either, can they, on the perimeter?
I'm saying, yeah. And then you look at it as well, and you know, a lot of our starting 5 hasn't played a lot of minutes tonight, and that's enabled them to play the bench, which again, you know, Lloyd Gardner's probably going to be delighted about that. Corey Johnson. He's puts another 3 up and he knocks another 3 down. I think at one stage a couple of weeks ago he was only shooting 7%.
I remember you saying that, yeah, and that's certainly turned around dramatically, hasn't it, in the last 2 or 3 games.
Nice pass in there by Josh Steele. No basket. Foul on the floor by Sloan. And line. Ragusu comes back in. Artisan comes out. 4:06 to go, 97-64. Eagles is about to go 1-6. Manchester to go 6-2. Pass by Hudson. Newcastle in for 2. Interesting game going on at the Morningside Arena down there in Leicester. Into period 3 there, and London are now leading by 6. It's 49-43. Dirk Williams going off. He's got 18. Great pass by Johnson Thompson. Sloan just couldn't make it, but I think he was fouled in the act of shooting, so he's got a chance to score some points from the line.
He's earned that spot at the charity strike because that was a lovely back cut from him.
Steadies himself, puts it up, puts it in, and that will always bring you a cheer win.
Yeah. I think the crowd appreciating the opportunity that these youngsters are getting. And
2 of 2 from Seb Sloan. He's got to be bursting with pride, and I would imagine his parents, wherever they are, probably are as well. Josh Steele, Lewis Naguso, Corey Johnson hustle. Jack Hudson turns the corner, pass Wes Pearson, too easy to be fair, lays it in with his left hand. Jack Hudson having a game, benefiting from everything else. He's now up to double figures, 10 points personal. Corey Johnson for 3, that one sticks off the back, and it's going to be an Eagles ball. Came off Lewis. 3:05 to go, and Manchester up to 100, 101-66. And now we're seeing the most famous number in Eagles recent history, number 44, but it's not Ramon Fletcher, it's Freddie Kavanagh. Gets his first minutes. Temba Yabantu, nice pass inside, that's going to be a foul in the back by Jordan Whelan and Corey Johnson. Nothing off the clock. Yabantu, Johnson Thompson, he's trying to work round Nabusu, gives it back to Yabantu. Only 3 seconds on the shot has to go up. Too easy. Blocked by Nabusu. Jack Hudson at the other end, not lays it in for 2, 103-66. Johnson Thompson, Johnson going to go to the basket, going to go all the way, off the backboard, doesn't make it. Hudson with a rebound and a long pass, but doesn't make the pass. Josh Steele apologises, saying that he didn't get down court quickly enough. He had to be very quick to catch that one.
I think Jack Hudson might also be thinking he probably overcooked that a little bit.
Exactly.
But at least he had his head up, didn't he, and looking for the breaking player.
2:20 to go, 103-66. Shot goes up by Leo LePerrier, it was, who's now come on. Corey Johnson still hustling it right to the end. Obviously with the youngsters on court, he's trying to lead by example. I think Francois Lewis wanted to shoot the 3 there, but he lost the handle. Jordan Whelan will shoot the 3 and off the rim. Johnson Thompson takes a rebound, gives it to Corey Johnson. He looks up for his options, there isn't many there. Drives in, Jack Hudson fouls him. Not going to make a lot of difference at this stage. Corey Johnson leading Eagles scorers with 21 points. Yeah, a big shout out for tomorrow night here in the Virtue Motors Arena. It is Newcastle Eagles ladies versus Leicester Riders ladies, a game which is being streamed live, and Dave and I will be back to commentate on that one, hoping for a bit of a closer game than we got tonight. Looking forward to that one. Always good to watch the ladies games.
I think a lot of that tomorrow night is going, isn't it? Depends on how the Lady Eagles injuries are all progressing.
Yeah, like the first team, the men's team, not the first team, the men's team, struggling with injuries. So Freddie Knupkan going to the line to shoot 2. He misses the first. Just got to relax, Freddie, just got to relax. Crowd willing him to get this ball in the net. And he does.
You can tell, isn't there, there's a lot of genuine Eagle fans in tonight, the way they're getting behind these youngsters. Great to see, and really, as you said before, another really impressive crowd for the Eagles.
Whelan drives hard to the basket, drops it off to Newcastle. He slams it home, and Thompson fouls him as he puts it home. He'll get the 2 points and he'll go up the line for the extra 1.
Well, obviously looking forward, Jeff, Sunday's something that has to be managed. In terms of they have to put a team on the road to go and play Cheshire, and then not exactly the easiest start to the league, is it, if they haven't all recovered, because Live Sky next Friday,
Live Sky
Eagles down at the Riders.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one, and hopefully they might have 2 or 3 of their guys back. Japan goes, just make it. Yeah, but I think it'll be the same team pretty much that's going to be going down to Cheshire on Sunday. Won't make any difference. Glasgow just 3 points in front, 88-85. Corey Johnson for 2. Up to 23 points personal. Corey Johnson still doing the business. Shot clock didn't start. Score at the moment 106-69. Game high for Corey Johnson with 23. Manchester with 6 in double figures. Ravusa with 12, Hudson with 12, Armstrong with 14, McKnight with 20, and Anderson with 14. Eagles just the 3 in double figures, Vincent with 18, Pearson with 15, and Johnson with 23. Thompson, as we go at the last minute, Corey Johnson with another little floater, makes another basket. .108.71 inside the last 50 seconds. Jordan Whelan. Francois Lewis tries the 3 and knocks down the 3, and again looks at the Eagles bench and gives something to the Eagles bench. Really no need for that when the score's like this. Corey Johnson for 3, that one's in and out. Josh Steele takes the rebound. Jack Hudson slows it right down. Francois Lewis waits for him. Jordan Whelan from the corner for 3, that one's off. Rebound taken by Le Perrier, gives it to Ubantu. Will the Eagles go for one more shot or not? Don't have to, and I know Dan Routledge likes to play the game out, but when you're already out and you're 40 points down, well, Ubantu went to the basket, Newcastle went for the block, missed the block, got the foul, 1.3 seconds left to go, and Tamba Ubantu will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
7 o'clock tip-off. So we welcome the Leicester Riders.
So yeah, get out. If you're not already doing anything tomorrow night, get yourself along back to the Virtue Motors Arena. Great game of basketball in Prospect. The Newcastle Eagles ladies versus the Leicester Riders ladies. Tip off 7 o'clock, doors at 6. Tamba Ubantu makes 4 from the line, and I think that'll be all she wrote. I think the ball will be coming in, and that's it. It's all over. Well, not much to say really, is it, Dave? Well, just not impressive. It's Eagles battle.
It's not that it's not much to say, but what we have to say is outside of what I'm normally talking about, X's and O's. This is all about a difficult situation the Eagles have been faced with right from the start, with aid visa issues, late arrivals, etc. And no sooner have they just got over that and had that lovely